guys? We are today at Cars and Coffee event, and we have some awesome cars to show you. So I just thought I would bring you guys along. Of course, we have our baby here. Have this awesome looking G80, really cool, like frozen spec, really awesome build. 911. Look at that E90. Sweet. Man, just driving great. Looking real great today on this when it's like this. Aston Martin. So cool. Blacked out X6 M50i. Bro's got that N63. Lotus. Bentley. Pair of STOs. Huracan STO is like the top of the top trim of Huracan. This one also sweet. Beautiful red. Really like these wheels. Who's this?
He's the gimbal.
I need a gimbal. I am the gimbal. Everything on those cars is carbon fiber. Carbon fiber. Got some kind of Prius vibes. Yes, with the OLED lights flexing on everybody. C8, Bumblebee. Coming up to this Maserati. These guys always have a pretty cool look to them. I don't know much about them. Red. Frozen. Speedy FX. M4s. Looking. Guys on the Vossens. More car boys. Clear. Silver wheels, forged. I don't look bad. I'm never really a big fan of silver wheels. This car is just. But our baby. My favorite. Alright guys, so something that happens all the time, a few times a week sometimes, is that we run out of gas. So we gotta go fill up. But since we're no longer just doing regular pump gas and we do E30, I wanted to kind of show you guys what my process is like in terms of getting my own E30 mixture at the pump. And I want to take you guys on for the journey so you can see what that looks like. The device that we actually use, since we don't have flex fuel in our car, we use a little bottle. Nothing too crazy. This bottle has some markings on it until the blue line is where you fill it up with just water, and the rest of the way until the red line at the top you fill it up with E85 or whatever is labeled as E85. We're going to essentially be getting a little reading, and this little reading is going to show you where it is. So we live really close to a Come and Go, which is now rebranded to Maverick, and they have E85. However, they are pretty consistently E70, which is just something that I account for whenever I am doing my calculator, and I will show you guys my calculator as well and what my process is like. We have bottle of water, and we have this little bottle, and when we get there we're gonna get everything ready in the calculator and start pumping. And then while it's pumping, we're gonna just measure this, and yeah, we'll calculate how much E85 is in that E85, and then we'll make, using the calculator, we'll find our E30 mix, and that will tell us how much of 91 and how much of E85 we need to put in the car. We go by these little lines. So these are 25, 50, 75, 100%. That little, essentially the little line where the red ends, that would be 12.5%. Now we're closer to the 0 than the 12.5. So 12.5, if there was half of that, we would be at 6 essentially. So we are at about, I would say probably about 4% of the tank. Usually I don't fill up when it's this low. I like to fill up when it gets just about that 12% or so, which makes it easier to calculate. But yeah. To go to a site called Get M Tuned, which is interesting because it's Get M Tuned, so I can always remember it easily. And then up here we have a little ethanol fuel mix calculator. And then this is talking about the WRX, but it doesn't really matter. The concept is the same. You put your tank size, so mine is 20.1 gallons. Fuel level percent, so we'll put 3%. Fuel ethanol right now is 30%. Desired ethanol is 30%. Gas ethanol is 10, and this is the value that we're going to calculate using our little device. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then once we finish, we're going to hit calculate at the bottom, and it'll show us. So just for the fun of it, I'm going to say that this is 70%, and then I'm going to hit calculate, and at the bottom here it's going to say amount of E85 to add is 6.5 gallons, and amount of gas to add is 13 gallons. So you can kind of see how it'll work. So we're just gonna let that do its thing, and it'll start telling us where the line is, because you'll see where it starts separating, and it's separating right at E70. Yeah, E75. So E72 instead of E70, and that will tell us that we need 6.2 gallons. So 6.2 gallons is what we need. We're at 5 gallons, and once it gets to 6.2, we'll stop it. And the rest will be 91. If we had 93, it would be better, but it's not. So this is what we're sort of stuck with. Gas station flow is nice. See our reading. But yeah, now you saw how this works, how we measure. So this is, yeah, solid 70, 72% or so, which is pretty cool. Science is that you spend less on regular gas when you use the 85. Because the corn is much cheaper. We're back. It's full again. The downside of E30 or E85 mixes is that they burn quicker, so you use more of you go through your gas a lot quicker. This car has a ridiculous amount of power, so it's also very addicting to just kind of drop the windows down a little bit, and then just go crazy. The car loves it. Well, that's enough of that. Yeah, well, I just wanted to show you guys really quickly how we go about it, what is, you know, how it works, how do you end up just in this, with this weird mixture. Does it take a little bit longer? Yes. I used to just think that it would be unimaginable to me, but seeing as I live pretty much next to the gas station. I mean, it's it was kind of, it didn't bother me as much to, you know, spend an extra couple of minutes, because you know why? At least it's not an electric car where you need like an hour and a half to charge it up. So, you know, maybe I went from taking 2 minutes to taking 5 minutes, but that doesn't really bother me. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for clicking on the video. If you have any questions or any advice, or if your method is better, if you have a better calculator, whatever the case may be, drop it in the comment section below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.